Whoo, all right. What's up, y'all? It's your boy, Drake41, aka Mr. 4K, aka Drake41. And, if you haven't seen on all forms of social media that I posted that I am, or have been, working with Virtual Basement on the Wrestling Code. And, yeah, it's been something I've been holding on to for a minute. Um, I mean, you can sit there and say like, "Oh, they're grabbing up everybody," but I've actually been helping them since what? I want to say maybe late January, early February of this year, and it's been quite a learning experience, man. And it's definitely been a situation where one hand washes the other, and it's been really fun. The one thing I want to do is just give y'all a little short explanation of how this all started, and if you guys got any questions, definitely let me know, and I'll answer them. But the one thing that I did want to just say right now is that I can't talk about everything. You know what I'm saying? But if you know of me and what I do, then I'm pretty sure you can have a clear understanding of what my role would be helping out Virtual Basement. So yeah, first and foremost, let me say that I reached out to them a minute ago. I want to say, no, actually, I reached out to them back in March of 2020. I reached out to them back then, over a year ago. And, I was just telling them, hey, I would love to have you guys on the podcast, talk about the game, things like that. Because I was jumping on it. I wasn't playing. Like, I was jumping on exactly what the hell they was doing. I wasn't playing because it was like at that time, there was nothing else going on. You know what I'm saying? Like, there was nothing else going on. So it was like really difficult to, to have any type of, anticipation of any wrestling game, because from that time we only knew of just the WWE games a year ago, to be completely honest. No, I'm lying. It wasn't just them. I do believe it was, yes, it was also Shannon with the wrestler, sorry, I'm about to say the Wrestling Code again. It was Shannon with Markout. Back then it was called Spot Callers, and I do believe that Ultra Violence was in early development at that time, because I had an interview with him, and that was just about a year ago too. So we had a couple of guys, throwing their hats into the ring to make a wrestling game, and they were going to be on PC, exclusively for the most part. And with Virtual Basement coming out and stating, and I don't know if this was like a year ago, whatever the case said, that they were going to start off on PC and then go into current, well, what now is current gen. So that's that's cool. For me, it was a situation where it was like I just wanted to get on the ends, because for me it was like, for the longest time, and I could say this now, but I was in talks to possibly get a role with 2K. This was years ago, and I don't think I've ever really spoken about this. This is when, shout out to the homie Brian Williams, when he was a part of the WWE 2K games. Like, he was asking me, like, what do you think your role would be? You know what I'm saying? Like, what do you want to do? Not saying that he can just get me in there, but he's asking me, like, what are you trying to do with them? I would keep in contact with WWE games, but let's skip all that. Basically, so yeah, I hit them up back in, what is it, January, March of last year, just wanting to get like, Brian Williams isn't a part of 2K anymore. He's with the AEW games. He's with Ukes. He wasn't really a part of the 2K team. He was always part of Ukes. So wherever Ukes goes, he goes. So yeah, so I hit them up, tried to get them on the podcast, and eventually, we started going back and forth just with things. And I remember I reached out to them when they, I think it was Congo Kong. He was in Impact Wrestling, the big guy with the face paint. I made his tattoo because I made a call of him, and I sent it to them. And I was like, hey, here you go. I know your guys are early in development. Y'all making these people, whatever the case is. Here goes his tattoos if you need them. No, it's cool, man. It's cool, Jimmy. No problem. So after that, just was going back and forth, and then eventually, hey, see that you have interest in this game. How about, when the game is ready, we can, test out whatever, you could test it out, whatever, let us know, feedback, things of that nature. And it kind of developed, or evolved past that to where I, have more of a bigger role than just, testing. I don't really know if I could speak about the role that I did post that I'm going to be, helping with mocap. And listen, you got to understand, right? I'm coming from just a call creator. Like, that's like literally when it boils down to it, right? I am just a call creator who was just known for creating wrestlers in WWE games, right? I don't know the first thing about mocapping. I'm learning all of this on the fly. All of this I'm learning on the fly. And this was like, and just not that, it's just like a wrestling game, a company that's making a wrestling game is invested in having the community give actual input that actually means something. Jimmy, what you mean for what game? I'm talking about me working with Virtual Basement. That they're making the Wrestling Code video game. You gotta understand, like, I'm coming from just creating wrestlers. That's it. I can do textures and things like that, and it was just like, for them to be invested enough in the community to grab people from the community and say, hey, come be a part of this. That's what the community always wanted from 2K games. That's what the community was begging for, and it always seemed like WWE Games was just more worried about, the YouTubers who just, just make videos of them playing their game and stuff like that. And it's like, at first I always used to hate that. It was just like they, and this is how I felt years ago. I was like, yo, they don't do anything. Like, all they do is make videos of them playing the game, and they're not even playing the game good. They playing the game poorly, but they got a following. And that's what always was important, was to have that following. And now I always said to myself, how am I going to get, 2K to recognize what I bring to the table? You know what I'm saying? If no one knows who I am really, besides this small sect of fans of the WWE game series that are just on Xbox. And that's when it kind of came to me, back in 2016, when I decided to start my YouTube channel back up. And shouts to my boy Wide Awake Gamer, who got me to start back up. He was just like, do your thing, man. Like, people are, showcasing your cause. You do it yourself. Showcase your own stuff. So at least on YouTube, that's open range right there. It's not just Xbox people. It's PlayStation people. It's people who enjoyed the N64 wrestling games. You know what I'm saying? You're opening the door for yourself. So that's what I did. And 10,500 plus subscribers later, I'm still doing my thing. And it's growing, you know what I'm saying? And it's small leaps and bounds, but it's fine, because for me, I'm doing what I enjoy. Like, there's not too many YouTubers who are going to stream games like this and play games like this. You know what I'm saying? So for me, it's just something I enjoy. But back to Virtual Basement. So, my role, I don't even have a name for my role. Like, I was sitting there thinking about it myself, and I'm just like, what is the name of my role within this game itself? Like, what is my title? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's crazy that it's like I'm actually helping, make a wrestling game. I never would have thought in my wildest dreams that I would be doing this with no experience. You know what I'm saying? Like, none at all. And I appreciate that they even decided that my input is important enough to utilize, and my skills are worthy enough to utilize for the game. I'm looking forward to this next step of the game that they're getting to with the mocap, and this does involve trips. You know what I'm saying? Like, this does involve trips, and there's been some audibles with these trips. You know what I'm saying? Some of them I can make. I don't know if I can make all of them, but I know they're in the staging process to where, I mean, they said it. They're getting mocap done. You know what I'm saying? They're getting mocap started up. So I want to be as part of the mocap process as much as humanly possible. Just to let you guys know, I do have a full-time job. Which is no problem. Like, taking time off to go do this, because this is something that I watched wrestling since I was a kid. I enjoyed wrestling video games since I was a kid. From, what was the first wrestling game I played? WWF Raw for, I think, no. Royal Rumble for the Sega Genesis. Woo, I'm old. We ain't gonna talk about that no more. So yeah, just going on these trips, and that's how I'm able also, I'm able to get like some of these interviews with Vampiro, that's on my channel, so Virtual Basement, man, definitely have been, helping me out with some of these wrestler interviews that I'm able to get, and I definitely appreciate them, and they help me, expand my brand. Like, they've really looked out for me in many ways, and it's something that I definitely appreciate. It really is. But yeah, so my role name in this, I don't have one. I don't know what my role name is. I don't have a clue, to be completely honest. I'm going to keep it 100 with you. The one thing that I do want to make sure of is that whatever I do within the realm of helping this game is make sure that it's the very best game that it can be. I don't want it to be a situation where, I'm wasting their time. I want it to be a situation where I'm sitting there, like, really, bringing forth whatever I can to make this game as great as possible. Because my thing is visuals. Of course, I mean, anybody who knows of me knows that visuals, that's what I'm looking for the wrestling code. And I want to make sure that the in-game wrestlers and the created wrestlers all have, whenever my input is needed, you know what I'm saying, they everything looks great. I want to, help and say, oh, this needs to be changed, or maybe this, the rings, the arenas, everything. And then, like, people know, like, oh, well, what does Dre do? Dre creates logos, this, that, third, everything. So it's like, and I play a lot of different wrestling games. Hell, I play this. You're going to see me play this in a little bit. I'll play this game in a little bit. Not yet, though, because this game is difficult as hell. Another thing is, for me anyway, I want to make sure that, that there's a robust move set creator in this game. I know that a lot of people, want, Righteous to be a part of this. I'm not, I don't have any information on that, but, if or when that is able to take place, or until then, whatever, however they say it, I don't know how to say it. I want to be able to make sure that I say, or that, the community knows that, yo, I'm going into this, making sure that however many moves can be in the game will be in the game. That's what I want to make sure of. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what this whole mocap thing is. You know what I'm saying? Like, for, initial mocap, and I'm pretty sure they got a whole plan. There's a big plan. Yeah, like, hold on, I'm typing some stuff right now. I'm typing stuff from my Twitter right now. Oh man. Let's see. 1 second. There we go. Alright, cool. Had to do that real quick. So yeah, so what I want, you know, I want to make sure that the time that I give to them is the most that I could. Okay, that's random. Are they gonna have custom championships? I can't speak on that. I can't speak on that. I mean, there's many things, like I said, and I said this at the beginning. There's many things that I can't speak about. It's crazy because I interview game developers, and it's like I always try to like get them to like not spoil it, but it's like if it's a wrestling game, right? How do I say this? As far as like wrestling games go, like as far as what I think the community enjoys, I think the community enjoys like a wrestling game where they can have the reins of that game and do everything, or mostly as much as they can do within the realm of the entertainment that they enjoy watching. Yo, what's up, man? And I feel like, you know, with the input that I'm able to give, and then listen, it's not like I have like carte blanche over everything that happens, because believe me, I don't. Like, it's not like I decide what, like, this isn't my game. Like, number one, let's put this. That's something that I probably should have said out the gate. This isn't my game. I don't decide who's in it. I don't decide who's not in it. That's not on me. My thing with this game is strictly based off of the moves that the developers decide to do, and then what's my part in that. And I know that's very vague, and I do apologize for that, but you know, the reality of it is that, you know, they don't want to, and I'm pretty sure, you know, I don't want to speak for them, but thank you, man. Thank you, Jack. But I don't think they want me just, you know, telling a bunch. Nobody wants people just to be telling stuff. But, you know, like Viking Games, Viking Size Gamer, is gonna be doing the, you know, the promotion. You know what I'm saying? The general manager. You know what I mean? I'm kind of flustered right now. It's fine. Don't worry about it. So, you know, and that's a great role for him to be able just to hold that down, and you know, and do what he needs to do with that mode. And once again, it's the community knowing what the community wants, and the community having the ability, or given the ability, to make that happen. And that's something that's so damn cool. And it's like 2K is missing out. Like, they have their own little plans. Not little, why do I say that? They have their own plans, and shout outs to them. They have their own plans, but it's like they're only going to but allow so much. Like, 2K hit me up years ago and was just like, oh, give us a list of what should be in call mode. Ask me how much of what I sent back to them that they actually put in the game. Ask me how much 2K actually put into the damn game, into call mode, that they hit me up and asked me for. And no, don't get me wrong, it's not like they just asked me. They asked me and other people in the community. What up, Iconic? But I'm sitting here sounding like I just want to bury 2K. That's not the case. It's not the case at all. But this is stuff I never really spoke about in detail in regards to just, you know, the reason why I'm just happy about this opportunity that I have. I say being in touch with the community is the most important part of any game development and process. Yeah, that is very true. And it's like, if people are very interested in like what I bring to the table in regards to this game, think of what you know me for, and then understand like that's a big thing for me. Like, and I could easily say it, like, for me it's create a wrestler, a creation suite. Let's just put it over. It's not just gonna be creative, because I mean, at first I was known for just create. Damn, that clothesline was crazy. uh, People know me initially for cause, and then Create an Arena came out, then Create a Championship and logos and a whole bunch of other stuff. So it was just like, I know for me that I'm looking forward to being able to have input in a potential creation suite. I wanna be able to have that type of input to where you start that game up, and maybe initially it won't have as much stuff, but eventually it'll get added in as time goes on, because I think, once again, and I am, correct me if I'm wrong, that this game is eventually going to come out for consoles, but first it's going to come out for PC, which for PC you can send updates. You know what I'm saying? It's not the finished product. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like this call mode could be, and I don't feel like I'm overhyping it. I do not feel like I'm overhyping it. I'm being completely realistic with what how I feel anyway. That as long as there's a want and an interest in the game, that there will be, or that there could be, updates to where get a bunch of stuff on call mode. Like, that's what I would like. Not saying that it will happen. Once again, let me preference this by saying I don't decide what's in the game or not. I do not decide that. I just can give my input, and that's it. That's it. You know what I'm saying? Once again, I wanted to make an initial video, but there's gonna have to be another one made, of course, just on my role in detail. You could definitely, if you haven't subscribed to this channel, and also subscribe to Virtual Basement too, just so you can see the updated videos just on the work on the game and things like that. I'm not finishing the video. The video's not over. What is Vader about to do? Not a damn thing? Okay, good. So how do I say this? I know that people are not that impressed, or some people are maybe, with the WWE game. If I had it my way, man, I would make sure that this game is the best wrestling game, point blank, period. The very best, right? And I know that's a bold, crazy, dumbass statement. Like, Dre, you bugging. Like, you know how many great wrestling games that there are, that it took multiple times and multiple iterations for it to be considered the best? I know. But with those highly beloved wrestling games out already, it's like you can use what they have as a stepping block, as your foundation, because you already know what works. You know what the community enjoys. And I feel like that's a big thing, and that can help any game developer when making a wrestling game, because once again, they already know what's good. They already know. So it's not even like, oh well, we don't know where to start at. There's a starting point. There is definitely a starting point, and I would say, man, that I am very excited about what's to come with the game. I'm very excited about my role, which once again, I still got to figure out how much I can say like my role is. Like, like, of course I got the okay to say that I'm helping with the mocap. But I never really spoke too much about everything else. Like, I never really spoke about it. And it's weird now, because for the longest time I never said anything. Like, for the longest time. Oh, another thing I want to say before I go on. I am still 100% interested in other wrestling games that are coming out. I still want to play Ultraviolent wrestling. I still want to play that. I still want to play Markout. I'm still interested in that Violent Sirens. I'm still interested in that too. I'm interested in multiple games, wrestling games that are coming out in the near future and that are out now. Number one. And Virtual Basement is cool enough to understand, like, this is what I do. This is what I enjoy playing. This is what I enjoy interviewing people about. You know what I'm saying? So it's not like, oh, because I'm, working with them, like I gotta stop doing everything else. That's not the case at all. And I never wanted it to be that way. Like, I don't want to be stuck under the thumb, of any developer that tells me what I can and cannot do. I would not. Oh, Wrestle. I don't know about WrestleSyn. like, like honestly, like it's I I don't know about WrestleSyn. Appreciate it not spilling the beans on the cool stuff is hard at times. No, I definitely understand that, and it's like, and that's one thing that's so cool about working with them is that they're cool about it, and it's like, the thing is like when you're talented, man. The one thing I could always say, yo, and I learned this even at a young age, when you're talented, yo, do not let anybody, not one damn person on this earth, stop you from using your talents as much as you want. Never. You are the investment in yourself. And like, perfect example, right? And I feel like I could say this, right? Because it's not really a secret. It's not like something that's like, oh, big hush on it. Virtual Basement got me in contact with RVD's management to help with his product design. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is a game developer that didn't have to do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, they didn't have to do that. They didn't have to sit there and say, oh, they could have just been like, yo, we just need you for this and that's it. They like, yo, you do, man, listen, we know of your work. We know what you can do. Yo, here, go here. Hey, I got somebody that needs this. I'm gonna put you on. Oh, you do. I got this other person. I'm gonna put you on. Oh, you doing podcasts? Yo, I got you. We'll get you an interview with this person. You know what I'm saying? Like, that right there, yo, is like the coolest thing in the world. Where it's like when you're, when your talents are known well enough to where they not only would utilize you, but send you to other people. Like, that's such a cool thing on their behalf. You know what I'm saying? And I 100% appreciate them for that. 110% appreciate them on that. Because they didn't have to do that. They didn't. You know what I'm saying? Like, they got me in contact with people I never thought I would freaking talk to in a million years. Like, wrestlers that I would have never thought that I would have been able to have conversations with, speak to, you know what I'm saying? Like, in depth, not like no 10-minute, hey, what's up, thanks, and whatever, and you know what I'm saying? Just nothing like that. But it was just like, conversations, like talks. Like, I can't say with who, but it's been like multiple, wrestlers I've been able to talk to, just like talk like human beings. We forget like the podcasts that that I have on my channel, like not even those type of interviews, but just speaking to them. Hey Kev, appreciate it, man. Getting those connections is incredible. Yeah, it is, man. And it's like it brings you into a different world, kind of, because it's like you in the world of a fan. You know what I'm saying? Just appreciating these people that you see, and then boom, now you're on the phone with them. And they're talking to you like not even as a fan, but as a human. Like it's crazy. But it's like once again, this is something that eventually I will go into full detail of when I have the chance to, and like because the people that I've spoken with, man, are some of the like realest people. Like they are just so damn cool, man. And it's like to be able to like exchange phone numbers and be able to text them like. Or say like, hey, I'm gonna be out here, and you know what I'm saying? Like it's crazy. It's crazy. Have you done mocap for the wrestling code game? Well, not yet. not yet. Next weekend. Well, this weekend. I said next weekend. This weekend. They're starting the mocap process. They posted it on Twitter, but they're gonna be doing the mocapping. The start of it's not going to be one and done. First off, let me preference this too. I got to preference a lot of things in this video. In my mind, in my mind, because I don't know a damn thing about mocap and video game creation and development, I'm figuring like mocap is like a 1, 2, 3 day event, bang out everything and then you're done. No. No. So mocap is not going to be a one and done thing. It's going to be multiple times. And yeah. And like I said, and I was saying this earlier, like I'm hoping that I'm in a majority of these, mocap sessions. I'm going to be in the first one. I'm going to be in the first. And no, I'm not mocapping. I'm not putting on the mocap suit. If they ask me to do it, I'll do it. I'll take a bump or two. I'm lying, I won't. But I'm not taking no bumps. Not at all. I'll do a taunt. I'll do a taunt and that's it. And hopefully I don't get hurt doing it. Yeah, I know. Yeah, mocap does take a long time. Yeah, so that's like, I'll figure out what my role will be when the mocap sessions start. It should be intriguing. It should be really fun, man. And it's just like, once again, I just want to say thanks to, Virtual Basement. They, like I said, the things that they've done for me, they didn't have to do. They didn't. They could have just said, Joe, we need you for this and that's it. And that's all we need you for, good brother. Appreciate it, but we good. Like, this is all we need you for. Like, they looked out for me. And once again, man, like, I definitely appreciate that. I want to, also, like I said, make sure that I, whenever I'm able to give you guys more info, whenever they bless me with the ability to do that, I'm going to do that. Not being tied down and free to work with other people without recourse is huge. Good to see more people from the community involved. Yeah, listen, Viking, I want to tell you this. I was happy as, well, okay, not happy as hell that you, like that. Okay, listen, I was just happy you joined the team. Like, it's unfortunate how it happened, but I'm happy that, that you're able to be able to help, the wrestling code be a great game. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just happy that was, because it's like, the more people that are in the, not just grab everybody from the community, but you know what I mean? Like, the people in the community who actually put forth a lot of work and are well known. You know what I'm saying? Like, those type of people who are, who are very talented and can bring something to the table. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's like a huge thing, man. And it was just like, when, I found out that you was going to be on, it was just like, oh, okay, yeah, that's what we're running with. Definitely. Church, let's get it. By all means. For real. Because it's like, honestly, man, it's yo, I want this game to be one of the best wrestling games ever. If not, and that's not even me trying to like put over the game. Like, once again, I am going to buy every other wrestling game that comes out. But I want to be able to say that I helped, the wrestling code be one of the most highly regarded wrestling games, point blank, period. That's just, it's that simple. It's just that simple. Just to let y'all guys know, it is getting dark as hell out. It's about to be like a horrible thunderstorm in Connecticut, so my power might go out. So I'm not gonna hold y'all too much longer, because it's looking like the end of days outside. Boy, it's like bright and dark at the same time. I want to see the wrestling game that caters to all wrestling styles, and that's another thing. Like, making sure that this game has all the wrestling styles that are out there. And the one thing I can tell you is, from me being a creator, without saying it yet, because once again, I got to get the okay for everything. It's not like I'm just like, I can't say nothing, but it's just like, I just want to make sure, before I say it, it's cool. Because before I even announced it, I made sure that it was cool. Even though, they were like, oh yeah, you could sit there and promote that you're going to be there. You could promote it. I still ask, like, hold on, can I make sure? Wait a minute, can I tweet this out first? I just wanted to make sure. What was I saying? I forget. But no, if you know what I'm known for, and as far as the world of, wrestling video games, then I would feel like you would have an understanding of one of the reasons, why I was brought on. Um, and like, I mean, it wouldn't be, no, it's not a secret. You know what I'm saying? I want to make sure whatever input that I give to make this game better for the community is exactly what I'm going to do. And I'm going to take it very serious. Like, I'm taking this opportunity very serious. I want everybody to know that. Oh no, Viking, we're going to talk. Yeah, we definitely going to talk. We definitely going to talk, homie. I'm going to take this very serious. And, you know, I'm not even going to say eventually. Goodness. I don't know if I can. Damn, I want to see, that's the thing. It's like, y'all kind of already saw what I did. Kind of. Y'all kind of already saw what I've done. I don't even want to put it out there like that. But y'all kind of already saw what I've done. But whatever, it is what it is. Let me shut up. I gotta relax. No spoilers. But yeah. Yo, it's getting crazy outside. Yeah, Connecticut is like really strange weather. Like, it is about to come down. I'm probably gonna lose power. I'm pretty much sure I'm gonna lose power. Okay, so this is gonna be it for this video. For now, Viking, I'm definitely gonna hit you up. We're gonna talk maybe Discord. We could talk over Discord. So yeah, well, we'll set that up. And yeah. One word, talent. Yes. Both of us bring a lot. We both bring talent to this project, man. And like I said, man, I don't even know how to say it. Like, I was happy. Point blank, I was happy that you joined the team. I don't like the way you had to, but I like the way, you know, that it all worked out. You know what I'm saying? So, and that's another thing. It was like, yo, like, I was just happy that you were able to like really spread your wings for a developer that's ready to listen. Oh my God, it is coming down. All right, you know what? I'm gonna call it right here before my power goes out, because I live in the subs, so it's gonna happen. And yeah, stay safe, guys. Subscribe if you haven't already. I'm gonna have more videos. Probably some behind the scenes stuff, if you know, we'll see what happens. But other than that, guys, stay safe. Catch y'all guys on the next video later.